Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope. And I just had to do this live, man. I'm seeing a lot of stuff going around about this Roe versus Wade. For those of y'all who don't know what the Roe versus Wade is, it's basically a Supreme Court decision. I believe it was made in 1973. And it was a decision that kind of like allowed women to have an abortion, right? Without any type of government restrictions and stuff like that. So, sip my little drink. So, with that being said, is the Supreme Court has basically decided that they trying to reverse the decision. So I'm guessing that means that they maybe are going to try to force women to have abortions. I mean, they're going to force women not to have abortions, right? Like maybe it's going to be some type of government restriction to being able to have abortions if this is overturned, right? So a lot of people are out there. There, a lot of women and some men, excuse me, a lot of women and some men are out there and they're going in about this whole situation, right? Like everybody is like, yo, this is not right. This is my body, my choice. Y'all know the whole rhetoric when it comes to abortions. So I'm going to make a little video. This live is going to be about that, right? We're basically going to discuss this whole Roe versus Wade thing. Because I think is very, very interesting. Now, so yeah. So I would say this, first and foremost, this is a thing that I think is mainly geared towards white women, right? I don't think this per se has much to do with black women. Although it's going to affect black women, I think this is really geared towards white women, right? White women are not having children like that, right? Like everybody else is having more kids than them. Black people, Spanish people, everybody, right? So they predict that by 2050, the country is going to be predominantly mixed, the United States. Also, the United States is not a country that has a high birth rate, right? Right now, allegedly, it says it's about 12 birth rates per 1,000 people, right? So it's not the super lowest, but it's also not the highest, or we're not even in between. We at the lower spectrum of birth rates globally, right? So overall, they're not even having that much kids in the United States. So, and if we want to do about race, white women are not really having kids like as many as like the Hispanic. The Hispanics are like they blowing us out the water, right? So I think the whole thing about reversing this decision is not mainly about other people, but white women. And of course, with law, something that's going to affect other people too. So the things I want to get to is I don't want nobody to take this no type of way. I don't want nobody to, I don't want nobody to like, sisters always be feeling attacked at certain things, but I just want to be real with the sisters, right? Because I don't really be caring about the white women. I don't mean to sound crazy, but I'm from, I belong to a certain community. So I just want to, improve my community first before I work with other people. Not saying that I can't work with other people. Y'all get what I'm saying. So this is a message to kind of like my sisters, right? And it's like this. I think that, when we first hear these things, it's easy for us to become defensive, especially if you're a woman. It's easy for us to just be like, oh, that's not right. These are usually men making these decisions over a woman's body. And I agree with you. I agree with you when it comes down to that. Yes, a lot of times men think they control women or they own them and they could tell them to do and how to do however they please, right? And I agree with you. At the same time, I think it's multiple ways to look at a situation. So when I look at the situation, I look at it like this. Think about this. Since the creation of abortions, right? Since the creation of Plan B, since the creation of all type of contraceptive measures and ways to not get pregnant, since the creation of all of those things, right? There's still people out here that are being careless with their coochie, right? And that's what I want to talk about. People being careless with their coochie, right? And my thing is this, right? If you did have a law in place, right, that, and before I even get into that, let me say this. If a woman is raped, I think if a woman is raped, she should not be forced to keep no child. I think when it comes to a point of abortion, right? If a woman was raped, she should be allowed. The government should not be intervening. They should not be telling her that she can't, right? she should be allowed to abort that child. Now, the other point of view that I'm going to bring is this. Since the creation of all of these things, right? Plan B, all type of different ways of abortion. They got like, the pill for birth control, all different type of contraceptives, right? Condoms, everything, etc. Since the creation of all of these things, right? Women, not all, but a lot of women have been careless with their coochie. Let's just be real. I know women don't like to be accountable. They don't like nobody holding them accountable, but that's what we do here. Since the creation of all of these things, a lot of sisters have been careless when it comes to their vagina, right? And some people are going to say, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, but you know what happens? When you have a child, that you can't take care of, somebody else got to take care of that child. That's just what happens, right? When you have a child that you can't be in their life because you don't believe in abortions and you could do whatever you want to do. When you have a child and you can't take care of that child, you know what happens? The system usually takes that child from you, right? Whether it's the foster care system, whether it's ACS, whether it's the jail system, some type of system is gonna intervene with a lot of these women who can't take care of their kids. On the prefix of they didn't believe in abortions. I could do it on my own. I could do whatever I want. It's my coochie. So based on this prefix, peace to everybody coming in. Based on this prefix of my body, my choice, I do whatever I want, and I think, yes, granted, yes, your body, your choice, you can do whatever you want. But what happens when you can't take care of these kids? What happens when you can't control these kids? What happens when you're not in the lives of these kids, right? They're running around in the street, they're shooting people. They becoming gangbangers, they becoming pimps, hoes, tricks, all type of stuff, right? And then you know what happens at that point? They become a problem for society. The moment you're not in your child's life, they become a problem to society. Not saying that you can't be a good parent and they still become a problem to society. I'm just trying to highlight they're more likely to become a problem to society. So my whole thing is this, right? If there was a law that didn't allow women to get abortion, I think women will be more careful with how they play with their kitty. Mind you, they already got Plan B. It's not like they're saying they're gonna get rid of the contraceptives. It's not like they're saying that they're gonna get rid of the birth control and all those other things. But I'm just saying like this: if there was a law in America today that prevented women from getting abortions so frequently and so easily, and all of these different things that they be doing, and they just feel like they could just be careless with their coochie. One, you harming your own uterus. One, you harming your own body when you keep getting these abortions, right? You're doing that to you harming your own body. You're harming your own body when you keep getting these abortions. Let's just be real. That's one, right? So you're harming your own body. So that's one. And then two, you just keep at some point, sometimes they even tell people like, yo, once you have too many abortions, sometimes they tell you, yo, you're not going to be able to have kids. And granted, some women don't want to have kids. I get that. But my whole thing is this. I think that if there was some type of regulation when it came to abortions, and if there was some type of regulation, again, don't just summarize this about men trying to control your bodies. Just listen to what I'm saying. If there was some type of regulation when it came to abortions, right? If the government, let's say the government said, yo, you know what, we're only going to give you 2 abortions in a lifetime, or 2 abortions in this time span, right? I guarantee you, I feel like a lot of women will be moving a little more careful with the things that they do. But because there's no regulation, or because they could do whatever they want to do, right? They are careless. You are careless with your own bodies, and you don't even think about the implications that this is going to have on society when maybe you have a child that you can't take care of, but you still have them anyway, right? So I think our sisters need to be really thinking about before they have children. And again, if you are a victim of abuse, if you got raped, I'm not talking about you. So because a lot of people like coming on the comments and they be like, oh, but what about the people that got raped? But I'm not talking about the people that got raped. The people that got raped and they don't want to keep their kids, they should be allowed to get rid of their kids. But I'm just saying that at what point do we tell these sisters, right? Because I believe on both sides, right? And I don't care about the government. I don't like the government. I already know that. But at what point do we be like, yo, shorty, you are wild and I ain't going to hold you. This is like your 15 abortion. Where are, like, because I know women who never had an abortion. You know what I'm saying? Hope, you know, I know women who, you know, I know women who never had an abortion, right? They're being careful. They're using condoms. They're using contraceptives. There's so much stuff out there that can stop you from having a child. So when people are getting out here and just crying and complaining about the abortion thing, it's like there's so many other things before you even get to an abortion that can help you not have a child. So, you know, that's just my point of view. I'm just saying, I feel like, again, this is for white women. This is not really for black women. I think they're just trying to force white women to have children because they're not really having kids like that. I think that's what it is. And I think, like, that's why on the thumbnail you see a lot of white women, right? Salute, salute. That's why on the thumbnail you see a lot of white women. They're the ones that are like going hard, right? They white men is really trying to force the white woman to have more kids. So is it going to affect the black woman? Yes, it is. But I'm just trying to highlight that at the same time, sisters, we need to be, you know, sisters need to be a little more responsible. It's cool. You could tell me I'm a man. I shouldn't be able to tell you blah, 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 X, Y, Z. All I'm saying is that you should be a little more responsible with your uterus. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's that. I think that's if a woman gave me sound advice, like, you know, brother, I think you should, you know, you should be a little mindful. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just be sexing every girl. You know what I'm saying? I might take that into consideration. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I'm doing. All I'm saying is that if you being responsible with your coochie, then you don't even got to worry about this abortion law, to be honest. Now, if they're forcing rape victims, like I said, if they're forcing rape victims to have children, if they're forcing rape victims to have children, then I agree. That is a problem. I don't think women who were raped should be forced to keep their child. But if they're just if they're making that exception and they're just trying to regulate the people who are constantly coming forward, like, oh, I'm here again. I'm here again, just here to get another emotion. I mean, just here to get another abortion. Like, some people are just popping these pills. Like, some people be popping Plan Bs, like, and you don't even realize, like, this is harming you, sister. Like, we need to be a little more mindful of how we use our bodies. Like, I tell sisters all the time, we live in a society that is crazy, right? And again, I'm not trying to please nobody, because at the end of the day, I know what I would tell my cousins. I know what I would tell my daughters. I know what I would tell my people. I'm not going to lose no sleep over this. I'm just, you know, making some content. I'm a YouTuber. That's what we do, right? But what I'm saying is this. It's just like when you come outside. And again, when you walk outside your house, you already know there's creeps in our society. Yes, I should be making videos to the men. I should be trying to tell the men, stop harassing these women. And I do from time to time. I say, yo, leave these girls alone. Stop harassing them. Stop running them down. Stop doing this, X, Y, Z, right? Granted. But there's still going to be men who don't get it. There's still going to be a lot of men who don't understand. There's still going to be a lot of men who don't listen and are sick, right? So you as a woman, to leave your house dressed a certain way, right? Because we all judge people based on the way we're dressed. That's just a societal thing. When you go, what's good, what's good? When you go to a job interview, you got to be dressed a certain way. When you go, yo, listen, man, you got to replay the whole video. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to get up out of here, bro. You got to replay the whole video. There's one of them guys, man. There's one of them guys that don't hold women accountable. You know, there's a lot of men like that don't hold women accountable. They don't say shit to women. Women walk all over them. You know what I'm saying? Their women wear the pants. I'm not saying that's you, but there's men that sound just like you and say, come on, bro, woman, whatever woman do is their choice, man. Whatever women do, whatever we do as a people, listen, you got women out here, who say things like, I should be able to go outside naked and nobody look at me or nobody say nothing to me or nobody try to talk to me. Is that realistic? Is that smart? Is that rational? No, it's not. We all look at people. We all judge people based on what they wear. If I went outside and I looked dirty and I looked unkept and I looked unclean, people are going to say I'm dirty. People are going to judge me. People are going to have whatever preconceived notions about me just by looking at me. And women are no different. Men do the same thing to women that women do to men. When women see a man dressed in expensive clothes and you know, he look clean, his hair is done, he got a nice car, women, what did they do? They profile him, right? Exactly. Everybody does that. When you go to a job interview, you know, you wear your best clothes. You clean yourself up. You do what you need to do, right? So you could look good. So you could look presentable. So we all judge based on looks. So it ain't no different when a woman goes outside. Get the likes up. Yeah, definitely. Ain't no different when a woman goes outside. When a woman goes outside and she's wearing certain clothes, whatever they deem as slutty in the street. When a woman wears a certain clothes, people are going to look at her a certain way. Just the same way a man is going to be looked at a certain way. Do they do it more to women than men? Absolutely. I agree with you. All I'm saying is this. We live in a society where people are sick, people are hypersexual, and they are sexualizing people. So I give advice to my cousins, my little nieces. You know, I tell them, don't just go outside wearing anything, because people are going to have preconceived notions about you the same way they're going to have preconceived notions about me, right? When I go outside wearing a do-rag and wearing a hoodie and dressing a certain way, the police profilers, that's what happens. Is it a good thing? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Is it a good thing? Should it be happening? No, it shouldn't. But we can't keep living life from what it should be. We got to live life from what it actually is. And when you leave your house, people are going to look at you and people are going to judge you based on what you wear. So what I'm saying is this, that we have to tell a sister like, yo, yeah, it's messed up out here. It's fucked up. But you still have to keep in mind the society that we live in. You got to keep in mind, like, you know what? I ain't even trying to bring that much attention to myself. I do it myself. I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear certain things. I don't even really care for expensive things. You know why? Because people watch you. You know, one, it attracts the women you don't want. And two, it attracts dudes. Dudes are out here hungry trying to rob people. So when I go outside, I think about it, right? I gotta think about, like, you know what? There's people out there robbing people. There's people out there stealing from people. I shouldn't have to think like that. I should be able to just wear my jewelry and wear whatever I want and nobody be scheming on me and try to rob me and do anything to me. I should. But is that the reality though? No, it's not the reality. So I think we have to really talk about what the realities is. So again, my thoughts on this whole thing is this, is that, yeah, even though it comes off as messed up, hold on, let me give him a little wing stop. Mm, mm, mm. Yo, these Wingstop wings be banging. So yeah, like I said, it's messed up. It's foul. That's the crazy world we live in. And I'm just trying to tell it, the whole purpose of this video is this. The whole purpose of this video is this. That even if they do pass an abortion ban law, if the sisters out there are behaving responsible with their coochie, this law might not even affect you. If you really put a lot of emphasis into who you're laying down with, if you really put a lot of emphasis into who you're having unprotected sex with, if you really put a lot of emphasis into maybe abstaining from sex, and this is not just me just putting it on the woman, but I'm talking about women because this is an abortion ban that affects women. So if our women took a little more time to maybe think about these things, right? Again, I'm not talking about the people. I got to keep saying this because people always come with the, what about the rape victims? I'm not talking about the woman who got raped. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate. It shouldn't be happening. And they should, the government should give them no problems with getting an abortion. But I'm talking about the sisters who don't care about the uterus, who popping Plan Bs left and right like Skittles, who always going to get abortions, you know, who just don't really be caring, just because abortions are available. I think that if you're responsible with your coochie, and again, a lot of people, this message is gonna go over a lot of women head, because, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be so enraged, they're gonna be so in their head about it, they're gonna be so, oh, this is crazy. How can you say that? Men should have no controls, you know, because, you know, they hear everything with their emotions. They don't hear it with their ears. They hear it with their heart, right? So, like I said, like, it's 2022. If a woman don't want to get pregnant, she's not going to get pregnant. That's just the bottom line. If a woman don't want to get pregnant, she's not going to get pregnant. That's a fact. It's too much things out here. It's too much contraceptives. It's condoms. It's a whole bunch of stuff. We live in, listen, it's 2022. If a woman don't want to get pregnant, she's not going to get pregnant. Point blank, period. You know, so that's my whole thing. If a woman get raped, she definitely should be allowed to get rid of her child if she doesn't want to keep. Um, but on the other hand, I'm saying like just be a little more responsible with your coochie, and this law won't even affect you. Think about it. If you abstain from sex till marriage, what is an abortion law gonna really do to you? Let's be honest. If you wasn't so fucky out here in the streets, first of all, let's put it like this: if women close their legs, men wouldn't be getting no coochie, right? Because they either will be raping, trying to get the coochie, or they'll be buying it from chicks who are selling it. Think about it. If all the women, of course, this is just hypothetical, right? If all the women got on some, I'm not giving up my box till I get married. Only three things gonna happen: either more people gonna get married, men gonna start raping more, or they're gonna be out there buying coochie. It's only three things that's gonna happen. So I think that, like I tell my sisters all the time, you have the power. You know what I'm saying? You have such a great power that a lot of our sisters are just throwing around, right? They just putting it in front of every guy's face. And some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all not gonna listen to this. You know, so a lot of people let their desires run them. You know, whenever they want to have sex, they just go and have sex with whoever, sleep around with whatever. You know, so it is what it is, man. So my whole thing is this: you got to look at things two ways. Yeah, you could look at it one way of, oh, they just trying to control our bodies, or you could look at it, like, you know what? Boom, why are they really doing this? And like I said in the beginning of the video, they're doing this because they want white women to have more kids. White women are not really having kids like that. The white population is probably going to be dwindling, right? The Hispanics are having most of the babies nowadays, and then probably the blacks and then other races, right? So yeah, they're trying to get their women to have more kids. All I'm trying to tell the sisters is maybe this is something to make you think about yourself, right? Like you know, it's women that be having like 4 abortions. It's women out there that got like 4 abortions already. That's crazy. That's crazy. And some doctors will tell you, you know what, you're at the risk of not being able to have kids. This is just what happens. But these sisters don't care. Look, they talk about my body, my choice, and it's cool. You could destroy your body. You could destroy your uterus if you want. Cool. My whole thing is this: what happens when you keep saying you don't believe in abortion and you keep bringing these kids into the world that you can't take care of, and then the system got to take care of them? Where's my body, my choice then? Where's oh, this is none of nobody's business. Now that the system got your kids, now that whether like I said, whether it's ACS, jail, you know, or you know, ACS, I mean, I said ACS, foster home, or jail, they got your kids. So yeah, like a lot of times when parents have kids that they're not ready for, somebody else is gonna take care of them kids. Sometimes grandma don't even want to take care of them kids, but she feels sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women who had children who are not mothers. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to talk about that, right? Because we don't really hold women accountable. Because you know they start crying and they start like, "Why are you talking to me about?" And then men be like, "Okay, I'm gonna shut up." Nah, we don't care if you don't want to hear it. We're gonna tell you about it because that's how we look out for one another. You know what I'm saying? The sisters should be upholding the brothers, and the brothers should be upholding the sister. Like sis, you wilding, man. You popped like 15 Plan Bs in the last 6 months. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, and if you as a woman don't think that's crazy, that's crazy. You popping Plan Bs like they're Skittles. You don't think that's a problem? That's crazy. That's crazy. You having abortions left and right, and you don't think that's a problem? You on your 5th abortion? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's how many mistakes you made. Goddamn. And again, like I said, I gotta keep saying this because you know the sensitive people be coming in the room. I'm not talking about the victims of sexual abuse. But if like, come on, if you just out here careless with it, like at what point, like sometimes when you too careless, the government gotta step in and be like, you know what, you wilding. This is what we gonna do. Yo, good looking pop star. Good looking. I appreciate that. What other topic you talking about though? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. Come on. That's true too, but we ain't talking about the bottle girls. That's true too though. A lot of these chicks just want to aspire to be a bottle girl, a stripper. It's sad out here. So, this Wingstop, man. Wingstop be going hard. But yeah, people. Bro, I'm gonna bring up the topic when I do the topic, bro. You're not gonna keep asking me on every live to talk about segregation, bro. Like, stop it, bro. I know you're like 15 years old. I don't mean to talk to you like this, but you gotta chill, bro. Chill. Chill, bro. You already sent me a message about it. Chill. I'm not talking about segregation right now. I'm talking about Wade versus Roe. Right? I'm over here eating Wingstop. I'm talking about Wade versus Roe. I got these boneless wings over here going crazy. See, the cup is green, so it don't show. Where Flavor gets his wings. I know you was like 20, bro. Yo, Popstar, I appreciate it, bro. But we're not talking about the gangster jail stuff, man. And to be honest, there's a lot of undercover gay gangsters too in jail. It's a fact. That's a fact. But we're not talking about that right now. Share and subscribe. Facts. You know, but this is not a conversation about. This is about Roe versus Wade. And like I'm saying, I think I'm done here. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave because yeah, I'm about to leave. Facts. There's a lot of undercover gangsters. You know how many times the dudes that be so-called the most homophobic in jail, the dudes that be the most anti-gay, they usually be the ones that be with it the most. Those be the ones that get caught up. He was messing with them boys. The one that was like, man, I don't like no gay dudes, man. Keep the gay dudes around me, man. Don't, man. The ones that got the loudest bark, they be on the low, like, yo, what's up? What's good? Sliding snacks to them, doing all type of funny stuff, man. I ain't making this up. People know. I ain't gotta lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People know. Yeah, the boneless joints, man. The boneless joints with the blue cheese, man. With the blue cheese, man. This is the Louisiana. I think they call it Louisiana rub or something. I don't know, something like that. But they be banging. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie. They fries been falling off lately. They fries ain't what they used to be. Yo, make sure y'all like the video. Yeah, man, I still been moving on Ramadan more. I haven't been eating like that still. But I'm definitely about to be on some diet. I got to get my weight back up. Summertime coming. Beach vibes, you know what I'm saying? What's good, Mike? I'm in Mount Haven. Mount Haven, I know where you lay. You know you're doing something good when the threats start coming in. He said, I'm in Mount Haven. He know where I lay. So what if you know where I lay? What that mean? You pulling up? You pulling up? What that mean? What that mean? That's good. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fast is done, but you know, I just haven't been eating like that. He said, I'm in Mount Haven. He said, I know where you lay. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no trouble. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. You know, like Jackie Chan. I used to watch them Jackie Chan movies. You know when Jackie Chan be like, I don't want any trouble. And then he whoop everybody's ass. I don't want any trouble. That's how I be, you heard? I be like that. I don't want any trouble. I'll be on my Jackie Chan vibes, you heard? Then proceed to kicking ass. Oh, yeah. The month of Shawwal. I forgot about, how could I forget, right? The 6 days of Shawwal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Dude, like I know where you lay. These dudes is funny, man. These dudes be on the internet like, come on, man. Like, that's what I was talking about. See, it be dudes like that. I told ya, he probably in the gang too. You know how these gangbangers be. He probably in the gang too. It's definitely a twofold conversation, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. If you are responsible, if the sisters are responsible with their coochie, you don't even got to worry about no abortion. If you're a woman that don't have sex, period, until you get married, why would you be worried about an abortion? That's just hypothetical. If you was a sister that didn't believe in having sex until marriage, why would you even care about an abortion law? You wouldn't. You don't even have no plan on having sex. Now, again, I said, if this is going to affect women who get raped, then I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just providing a different point of view. I really don't care what they pass, to be honest. I really don't care. Whether they say yes, whether they say no. I police myself. I believe in policing myself. That's just me. Before anybody can police you, you have to be able to police yourself. That's what I told my parole officer when I came home. You don't police me. I police myself. I fall in line. I'll do what I need to do so I don't got to hear from you. I don't got to hear your mouth. I don't got to go through the system again. I police myself. You don't got to police me. So if you police yourself, you're going to be all right. You ain't got to worry about no laws. Yeah, I believe so too. If you don't start early, you're going to be lazy. Here you go. You see, there's always somebody coming in late in the live talking about, so what about the women that get raped? What about the women that get raped? Get raped. I don't mean to sound like I'm making a joke of it because I'm not, but I already spoke about that, brother. No, you said he blood? You know him, bro? Know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I don't want any trouble. I'll be on my Jackie Chan vibes, you heard? I don't want it now. You know, Mac Baller, they say, ain't they in Mac Baller not blood no more? But I don't want to get carried away, man. I don't want to be talking about things I don't need to be talking about. Because I'm trying to get these sisters to be a little more responsible with their coochie. That's what this conversation is about. I'm just trying to show them a different angle to the whole conversation. It's not all about man trying to control you. It's also, I don't know, like I said, they're trying to force white women to have kids. But like I said, if our sisters was thinking more about their uterus, if you really cared more about your bodies, then you wouldn't be having all these abortions. You wouldn't be popping Plan Bs like they Skittles. And maybe you will be mindful of having contraceptives in your body, right? IUDs and all of these things, right? We don't know the effects. These things change your body. And one solution to this, if you keep your legs closed, you won't really even have to worry about this. But I know that's hard in the society that we live in. I know it's very hard. You know, it's hard to not have sex. We are carnal people. I get it. I'm just telling you. If you believed in sex till marriage, you wouldn't have to deal with half of these things. Am I lying though? Am I lying? Yeah, I was Catholic before I turned Muslim. Definitely get the likes up. Yeah. You know, Sue Surf said that these dudes banging on Twitter, hard caps. You know what I mean? But it's cool, man. It's cool, man. It is what it is. I don't want any trouble. Facts. Correct yourself before you correct it. People think they could just do whatever they want to do and nobody going to step in and nobody going to tell them about themselves and nobody going to be on them. That's not how the world works. The whole reason we have governments and we have police and we have law is because people show throughout time that they need to be governed. They need to be policed because when they are not policed, they be violent. That's what I'm saying. You was making a statement. So what was the point of making a statement that you know where I lay? Answer me. Look, if you're not threatening me, and you're just making a statement. What was the point of your statement? I know where you lay. Let's see. Let's hear this answer. What was you know what I'm saying? What was the whole point? What was the whole point, brother? If he wasn't trying to be tough. Because I don't be trying to be tough with dudes. I don't want no problems. Please. Please, I don't want no problems. I tell dudes all the time. I don't want no problems, man. I'm just trying to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't get in nobody's way. These are the barbecue ones, y'all. You know what I'm saying? These are the boneless barbecue joints from Wingstop. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get your Wingstop. This is true too. A lot of black men not protecting our women. So sad. So sad, man. So sad. That's what people do, bro. People come to troll. You want to debate about religion? That sounds interesting. You want to debate about religion? I think about it, bro. I really don't like disputing about religion. It takes a lot of energy. You know, it takes a lot from me. You know, so I try not to. Yo, Kenny, don't start your stuff, man. Don't start your stuff, Kenny. Don't start your stuff, Kenny. See, my guy said he waiting for marriage at this point. This is what we talking about, man. He said, I want to call in. What you want to call in for? My son said, I did a call in the other day, bro. You wasn't on it. I don't know. They playing with the notifications, bro. YouTube been playing with the notifications. So people haven't been seeing the notifications. Some people. I think they got me shadow banned, man. I don't know. Y'all know I be talking about some controversial stuff. They shadow banned me. I'm shadow banned on Instagram too. They just recently started letting me go live again. So, you know, they really be, you know, they don't want me to succeed, man. You know what I'm saying? Instagram moving like black people in the hood. They don't want you to succeed. You feel me? The title is kind of crazy, right? It's true though. If the sisters control their coochie, they don't gotta worry about no abortion. What is abortion to a woman who not sleeping around and who not letting dudes just nut in them? What is abortion to her? It's a fact. Problem is, chicks don't want that. They want to be just like men. These women want to compete just like men. They want to be like, well, if a man gets to have 100 bodies, I want 100 bodies too. This is really the logic that they be telling themselves. Like some sisters, not all, some sisters really be telling themselves, if a man could go out there and have sex with whoever, I should be able to do the same thing. Like, why do you really want to do that? Just because men doing it? Really? That's really why a lot of them really want to do it. They just want to do it because men get to do it. That's it. That's it. And nothing else to it. It's just other men are doing it. So I want to be able to have a lot of sex too, just like men. And then they get mad when you slut shame them. See, the difference is a man don't care when he gets slut shamed. You call a man a hoe all day. He like it. He get props for being a hoe. He feels good about being called a hoe. Women, on the other hand, most of them, not all of them, when you call some of them a hoe, they saying don't judge, don't shame, don't talk about me like that. Nah, we're going to talk about you too. That comes with it. Men get called hoes, but we like it. We be like this, come on, chill. Because it looks good, it's masculine to be able to sleep with a lot of women. You got to remember this. A lot of dudes out here ain't getting no coochie. Almost said the P word. A lot of dudes out here ain't getting no buns. That's the facts. A lot of dudes, I don't care what you think it is, a lot of dudes out here is not getting no butt. That's a fact. I'm telling you for a fact. I know this. A lot of dudes ain't getting no butt. That's why a lot of dudes is paying for it. A lot of dudes is paying for it, and some are taking it. And even if it's not forceful, they getting girls drunk. They putting still rape. They you know, it's just different form in a different way, right? They getting them drunk. They getting them drugged. So a lot of dudes is doing that. Let's just be real. Let's be real. A lot of dudes ain't getting buns like that. Come on, man. You gotta be real. Catholicism is Christianity. It is. I know you don't want to believe it, but Catholicism is a branch of Christianity. I don't know what they taught you. I don't know what they raised you. Christianity has a whole bunch of sects under it. They're still Christian. Whether you're a Baptist, whether you're a Pentecostal, whether you're a Catholic, whether you are a Protestant, whether you are an evangelist, all of those fall under the umbrella of Christianity. Thank you very much. Welcome to my TED Talk. Oven doesn't need bacon. It's a fact, man. We gotta teach our sisters, man. It's getting harder and harder to raise children, man. You know, like people are being peer pressured. Make sure you like the video so it can circulate. A lot of our women are being peer pressured. They're being peer pressured into having sex. They're being peer pressured into having kids. I remember when I was growing up, there was a lot of peer pressure just for you to lose your virginity. Like, if you wanted to be a virgin, like it was a lot of pressure on you. Like, they was like, "Oh, you're a virgin? You ain't had sex yet?" Like, people will clown you, and I think that's one of the main problems. I'm saying that's one of the main problems. It's one of the main problems that. Actually, there's a lot of Wingstops. All right, my bad, bro. He wasn't being tough. He was saying, "I know where you lay." My bad, Avery. I got a little, you know, I be, you know, my eyes be open for them threats, man. People be sending a lot of threats. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't know. Even when people see me in traffic, I'll be like this. Like, you know how many times I see people on the road and they be staring at me, and I be like, "Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't know why you staring at me." And most of the time, it tends to be people that watch me on YouTube. So, you know, I just got to be mindful and be careful. You know, there's a lot of stuff, crazy stuff happening. So, my bad, bro. Actually, there's a few Wingstops on the Bronx. And another thing is, you know, you can order Wingstop on DoorDash. See, brother? Trying to tell you. So, a lot of ways you could get Wingstop. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Yeah. Yeah, Ashley, you funny. Yo, what up? What up? What's good, Deshaun? He said, "Why you?" She said, "You know them fighting words talking about I know where you lay." Come on, right? He know better. Come on, you don't tell a man. Come on, man. I know where you lay. Come on. And somebody told me that in school back in the day. You know what time it was? It was crunch time. Talking about I know where you lay. I know where you lay. That sound crazy, bro. That sound mad crazy. We said Wingstop is nicely. Wingstop is all right. I gotta get the blue cheese on it. Gotta let the sauce drip. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let the sauce drip. But look, man, because the cup is green and the green screen thing is on. So you got me spitting my food out, man. That's why it's doing that. Yeah, why y'all over here arguing, man? Why y'all over here going crazy? I don't know if I believe everybody come from Africa. Now, it's the oldest remains that were found in Africa? Yes, correct. Now, is that safe to say that everybody came from Africa? You know, technically, Africa wasn't even a place, right? Some people are going to say the whole world was called Pangea. At the end of the day, man, what does it really do for us? If everybody did come from Africa, what does it do for us? How does it keep the oppressor's foot off our neck? How does that help us today? That's the questions that I ask people. Okay, everybody came from Africa. Now what? What does that do for us? Do we just want to throw that around, you know, make us feel good? Like what? What's the purpose? What's the point? Exactly. My bad, bro. I'm shadow banned on Instagram because when people type my name in, it don't come up. You got to put my whole name in. You know, usually when you look for somebody on Instagram, when you put like, maybe when you type a few letters, it automatically shows suggestions of their name. But when you're shadow banned, it means it's not going to show the suggestions of your name. You got to type in the whole name. That's the only way your name's going to come up. And they had banned me from going live. They was just doing a lot of funny stuff. They took down some of my postings about lynchings, and they said that I was promoting suicide. Like, they was just doing a lot of weird. Mind you, I posted these things about like 2 years ago, and they just recently now took them down. So every time they upgrade their security, I mean, they guidelines and all of those things, right? They be going through people's posts, and they just be deleting stuff and doing a whole bunch of funny stuff. Okay, copy. I appreciate everybody coming in, though. Yo, I ain't hating, Kenny. You just always coming in here with this White Walker stuff, man. We chilling over here. All right. All right, bro. You want to debate. I get it, bro. Learn first. I get it. You want to debate. I don't really be looking to debate a lot. Facts. Women trying to have competition. Yeah, a lot of these women are trying to compete with men, and I think like that's the problem. That's not gonna end well for you. You know, this is why a lot of dudes is like, that's why a lot of dudes are like, oh, you want to compete? I got you. So a lot of dudes don't want to do what they want. Like this is for a whole nother video, so I'm not even gonna give y'all too much of it. But I'm definitely gonna have a video talking about the modern day man. That's why a lot of dudes is becoming modern day man. Oh, you see the sauce? A lot of men are becoming modern day men because of the modern day woman. And we're going to talk about it. Facts. Yo, this whole live is not about this, so I really don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean no disrespect by none of that. I just don't want to be talking about the wrong things. You feel me? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. But yeah, a lot of these sisters, I tell these sisters all the time, stop trying to compete with your man. Think about this. And I'm probably gonna say this on another video. If you're so concerned to be acting like a man, when are you gonna act like a woman? Right? But I'm gonna say this for another video. But that's the thing. I think women, some of the sisters, right? They're being raised on how to be manly, and they're not being raised on how to be women. So their mothers or their dads, whoever's raising them, is raising them how to be man, how to be tough, how to be strong, how to be independent, how to do whatever it is. But then it's like they're not raising them how to be nurturing, how to be feminine, how to take care of a household. Now, excuse me, if you know how to do those things, if you know how to be a woman, if you know how to be submissive, if you know how to be feminine, I don't even like using submission because the women be so triggered behind that word. But if you knew how to rear a household, if you knew how to be a mother, if you was motherly and you had all of those other qualities, and then after you learned those qualities, you still went to school and became independent and did all of those things and had those qualities too, that's great. Because you're still going to know how to shut up. You're still going to know how to respect your man. You're still going to know how to do certain things if you have those qualities, if your mother raised you how to be a mother. But if your mama wasn't a woman herself and she wasn't feminine herself, then it's hard for you to get those qualities. So A lot of women blame it on, well, I can't be a go-getter, I can't be independent, I can't be this, I can't be that, and be a woman at the same time. It's like, so what do I need? What do I want with you? Why would I want to be with you? Because only weak men want a woman who gonna talk back to them. And I'm not saying talk back in the sense like I don't want you to talk and state your opinion, but only certain type of men is gonna put up with certain character from women. Only certain type of men. I'm telling you, ain't no man gonna be putting up with you clapping your hands in his face, with you getting up in his face like you a man banging on your chest. Ain't no, I don't know too many. Look, it's not a lot of men that gonna be putting up with that. I mean, there's a small percentage of real men, right? But most men are going to put up with that little bull crap, whatever, because they lacking in some of their masculinity. But masculine men are not going to be putting up with a woman getting in his face, not knowing when to shut up, always want to argue. They don't care how many degrees you got, how much money you make. Now, the bum ass dudes, yeah, they're going to shut up. They're going to let you talk. They're not going to care what you do. A real man not putting up with that. He out. A lot of dudes definitely do be acting crazy for some poom poom. Christian white nationalists definitely do be going crazy. Where do you live? Where do you live? Yeah, in America, rape is definitely a big thing. I'm reading the comments, y'all. My bad. Listen, I'm from all over. You from all over, Ash? You don't gotta pray for me, EJ. Pray for yourself. You got the nerve. Muslims are lost. I'm gonna pray for you. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. You can't stop it. The fastest growing religion in the world. Muslim gave women rights before y'all even thought about what rights was in the West. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Women just fake started getting rights under these Christian countries. In Islam, they been had them. Women can been own businesses. Women can been own inheritance and all of those things under Islam. It's the fastest growing religion in the world. And by 2050, they said Muslims are going to be the biggest religion in the world. And more people have been converted to Islam in the West since 9/11. Because Christians, that was some Christian propaganda stuff to lie on Islam. But Allah says he refuses except to perfect his light, even though the disbelievers may hate it. Yo, this dude celebrating. He said, no more abortions. That's crazy. Mukbang live, right? I should have put that on the thing, man. I should have. Right? Tell them again. And countries that Islam is really practiced, like they're not playing that. Crime is not as high in the Western world. Suicide is not as high. Immorality is not as high. STDs is not as high in a lot of these Muslim countries. Like, what are you talking about? You're talking about media and propaganda. You know? So it is what it is, man, but the world will know. The world will know the truth. Oh, somebody must have reported your video. What you mean somebody must have reported? Oh, yes. Yeah, people be reporting stuff, man. But I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing crazy. I mean, they removed my last video. Right? It's crazy, right? The black population, I was saying that too, yo. The black population don't seem to be growing. It's been like at 13% or 12% for mad years. I'm like, yo, I thought I was the only one that thought that was fishy. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the only one that thought that was fishy. I was kind of like, hold on. Why the black population been the same for mad long? Like we've been 12%, 13% for this long? Nah, something not right. Either somebody playing with the numbers, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but something going on. Blue cheese is good. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have a good one. You still didn't tell me what she said. She didn't say she was on. She said just close on. You said close the live? What you mean somebody reported the video? Hold on. What you mean? What you talking about? You saying somebody reported the video? How you know somebody reported the video? What you mean somebody reported the video? Hold on. Yeah. Ezekiel going crazy. He said, nah, these women need to submit. Look, man, for women, I don't even talk about submission. A woman knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, it's cool. I'll take your advice. You know what I'm saying? I'll take my woman's advice. I'll listen to her. But at the same time, it's like, yo, sometimes you can't, it's not about being combative and argumentative and all that. Like sometimes you gotta trust whoever you with. Like if I say this, like I'm gonna trust him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, I ain't your past. I ain't got nothing to do with whatever you've been through. Like you gotta learn how to trust people. That's just how the world is. At some point, whether I've been hurt by somebody, I still gotta be able, if my last job abused me, that don't mean I stop looking for jobs. I still gotta go out there and learn how to trust and learn how to be able to work with other people. That's just how it goes. That's what I'm talking about, Ashley. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, men are proposing because, shoot, girls be initiating divorce at a high rate. Shoot, I'd be scared to propose too. And that's why I tell dudes, y'all better go 50-50. Don't be letting these women take all your money. Don't be letting them spend all your bread. At least when you go 50-50, you don't feel that bad when she leaves. I think this is why guys be going crazy. Because they feel like this chick just took all my bread. And that's foul. I think that's foul too. This dude just spent a lot of his money on you. And now you just bounce because you want to bounce. I think that's foul. Self-made black man. What you talking about, bro? Bro, that's not even true. It's fast because of conversion. People are converting. Most of these people that are becoming Muslims are not people that are being born in young Muslims. It's people that are converting to Islam. It's Christians like you, Catholics, etc. Yeah, they might be controlling the numbers. Yeah, they might be controlling the numbers. Bro, I'm not even about to be arguing with this dude. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm saying I don't really care to argue with you. Subscribe and share. 50-50 how you get cheated on. 50-50 is how you get cheated on. Bro, bro. Let me tell you something, young buck. I'm about to get on my old man stuff. Let me tell you something, young buck. A woman could have you pay for everything. You could pay for her school. You could pay for her cars, her education, the house I live in, everything. If she doesn't respect you as a man, she will cheat on you. Just gave you a jewel. So keep thinking that money gonna make her respect you. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that money gonna keep her from cheating. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. 50-50, yup. Women need to spend some of their money. Y'all work now. This ain't the 50s. You got a job now. All right, we ain't gotta go 50-50. We go 60-40. Right? Facts. There was no my body, my choice when they was doing that Rona, when that vaccine came out. You know what I'm saying? There was no my body, my choice then. Who told you this? Y'all just be making stuff up, yo. People just be making stuff up. Allah says in the Quran, yo, most people just be making stuff up. Conjecture. They lie through conjecture. Yeah, I'm still eating. You know, I eat slow. Yo, Dr. Umar ain't building no school, man. I'm sorry, man. I just had to tell y'all. He ain't building no school. He ain't building no school, man. All right, let me stop. I don't know if you're going to build a school, but all we got to do is get married. Right? You hear this, bro? You see all the assumptions? That's why I ain't got time to argue. Yo, this dude said it's 2 a.m. somewhere in Vegas. Let's talk about it. I don't know. Nah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, Kenny. Christians as well can't eat pork and have sex outside of marriage. Exactly. Yeah, y'all still do. Exactly, because Christians always change their religion. See, Christians are not the type of people who, you know what I'm saying? When they feel like they want to change their religion, they just do that. See, you can't really do that with Islam. Because Islam we already have our interpretation of the book. See, when it comes to Christianity, y'all don't have no, that's my last wing. This one is the Louisiana. This is the Louisiana rub or something like that. But when it comes to Christianity, they change their religion whenever they feel like it. You know, you can't really do that with Islam because we have an interpretation of what the religion is and what the Quran means. So anyway, that's the difference. Christianity has 1,000 of different interpretations, 1,000 of different Bibles. Y'all interpret it however y'all want to, whenever y'all feel like it. Islam is not the same. We have one Quran. It's the same. Hasn't been changed since the 7th century. Yeah, I'm spitting everything. Goddamn. My bad, y'all. I'm not tissue. But, yeah. That's the difference. Our book is unaltered. It's for the ignorant ones. It's nothing about suicide bombing in the Quran. Actually, killing yourself. Suicide is against the Quran. The Quran says do not kill yourself. So, it's nothing that says in the Quran that you can kill yourself. Yo, what's good? I'm about to be up out of here, though. I'm out of here, man. Only one Quran. Y'all got 1,000 different Bibles. Come on, man. You can't even talk to me, bro. And the Quran is the most memorized book in the world. It's not only the most read, it's the most memorized book in the world. Come on, man. You Muslims overall are more devoutly to God than any other religion. Maybe Buddhist is probably like, but as far as the monotheistic religions, like, come on, y'all play with y'all book. Y'all don't care about the Bible. Y'all don't even got the real teachings of Jesus. That's why I like to get into these conversations. Salute, salute, salute. But I'm not gonna get into that whole type of stuff. The whole basis of this conversation was boom. See, I made this video too long. Maybe I need to shorten it and trim it. But the whole purpose of this conversation is this abortion law. I think it's about white women. There's different interpretations. See, I don't like to call people idiots or people out their name. I do, but I try not to. But there's multiple translations of the Quran. Do you read Arabic? You probably don't read Arabic, right? So you wouldn't even know if the Quran is different or not, because the Quran is the actual Arabic. So anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Nah, I don't hate white girls, man. Yeah, a woman has the right to do what she wants with her body. D. Jones, are you a man? Because what type of man is going to tell his woman, you can do whatever you want with your body? I wouldn't even tell my daughter that. I wouldn't tell my daughter, you can do whatever you want with your body. You know what I'm saying? But hey, there's some men who don't care what their woman do with their body. I definitely wouldn't tell my woman that or my daughter. I'd be like, be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to force them to do anything, but I'm definitely going to tell you, don't think you can do whatever you want and there's not going to be consequences, right? Same way I would tell my daughters, if you don't think you're just going to do whatever you want, you're going to be just popping Plan Bs and getting abortions. First of all, you shouldn't even be. I don't even want my daughters to be having sex like that. I want them to get married. I'm going to make it all in my business for them to get married young. I'm going to, inshallah, raise them the right way. Hopefully, I probably won't even have them in America. Maybe I need to leave. So yeah, that's really what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about like not raising kids in America. America is such an ugly place to raise kids. So come uptown. You trying to set me up? It sound like you trying to line me up, man. You said come uptown. Who you know? You know somebody I know? But anyway, I'm out of here. You have a good one. The whole point of this live is the abortion law. I think it's about women. It's about white women, not necessarily black women. White women are not having as many kids as Latina and black. Is it going to affect black and Latina and other women? It probably will. All I'm saying is this: if women were less careless with their coochies and their vaginas, if women took a little more time to like not just be sleeping around, and not to be doing careless stuff, then you wouldn't have to get so many abortions, or you probably wouldn't even have to get an abortion, right? If you thought about, you know what, let me save it to marriage. If you didn't think about all, I want to have a whole phase. If you didn't think about some of those things, I think we'll be better off as a society, right? People will be having less sex. People will be focusing more on marriage. So I just think that, like, yeah, even though, again, I don't care what these women do with their body. It's not mine, it's theirs. All I'm saying is I'm providing a different perspective. And from a different perspective is when you can't take care of your kids, when you're out here just popping babies and you can't take care of them, the system got to take care of them, right? Whether it's welfare, whether it's ACS when they take your kids because you don't know how to have them and take care of them, whether it's the foster care system, whether it's prisons, right? That means that money is coming out of other people's pockets. So for people that say women could do whatever they want and it's nobody's business, well, what happens when they can't take care of those kids and these systems got to take care of those kids, right? That's money coming. That's, tax money or whatever other money. That's other people taking care of your kids because you couldn't be able to take care of your kids. So you see how all of this is full circle? Women who are not in their kids' lives or parents who are not in their kids' lives. The reason I'm saying women is because the woman has the ultimate decision to have the baby or not. So as the person that has the ultimate decision to have the baby or not, if you know you can't take care of this kid, if you know the man that you're with, he's no good, and he said he wasn't going to be there, and you start telling yourself, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it by myself. I'm going to do it by myself. Well, the moment you start talking like that, hold it down. Don't cry. Don't complain. know what I'm saying? Because if that man told you he can't be there and you decided to still have that baby, you got to hold that down. You can't cry later. So at the end of the day, thank you, bro. Thank you, Avery. I appreciate it. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. You have to be responsible with your coochie. And if you had less access to abortions, I think a lot of women will be more responsible when it comes to their uterus. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, this could be a good thing. This could actually have our women return to being maybe a little more modest. Maybe stop sleeping around as much. Stop popping a coochie for everybody, especially raw. So I think a lot of good things can come from this decision because it places a little more responsibility on women. And I think women have been trying to get away from responsibility and accountability for the most part. So that's my thoughts. If you like the content, make sure you like it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, y'all take care. You have a good one. And y'all be safe out there. Peace.